Good morning. My name is Scott Parker. I'm the United States Marshal for the Eastern District of North Carolina, and I'm joined at the podium by Chief Moore, James Moore of the Rocky Mount Police Department, Pat Forbes of the Alcohol Law Enforcement, and Robert Evans, the District Attorney for Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson. We're here to announce the results of Operation Fall Harvest, a very successful operation, and it was a joint operation by, and I want to mention the Rocky Mount Police Department first. Why? Because the dedicated men of the Rocky Mount Police Department went out, they did an undercover operation, and came together. But this is the perfect puzzle. This is great law enforcement work, because not only they do the undercover operation, then they brought in the alcohol law enforcement. They did a store operation that Pat Forbes will explain to you. But then we put a perfect bow over the case. They brought in the U.S. Marshal Service. The U.S. Marshal Service is known for doing what? Arresting bad guys and bad girls that's on the run or that's hard to find. So the dedicated men of the Rocky Mount Police Department and women left no stone unturned. That's the reason this operation is a success today. So all the agencies are working together, including the Nash County Sheriff's Office, the Edgecombe Sheriff's Office. All these agencies brought something to the table. Without each agency, it would not have been a success. So first, as I want to start, I want to say thank you to each agency that's here today. You know, the Marshal Service, we work with our state and local partners. This operation started Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. At 6 a.m., many of you was home in bed. The mission of this operation was to make sure that anyone that was committing illegal activity in Rocky Mount, Nash, and Edgecombe County that was on our list, we went after the arrest. Over 53, the board referred 53 arrests. Up to date is 58 arrests. If you look outside, men and women are still bringing people in that they were arresting today. That shows the dedication of the federal, state, and local working together. The Marshal Service, the Rocky Mount Police Department, and the Alcohol Law Enforcement. As the media stand here today to listen to us, the dedicated men and women, the men and women who put their life on the line every day or outside arresting people as we speak, they're leaving no stones unturned. That just show the dedication of the operation. I also want to say thank you to all the men and women of the other members of the Marshal Service Task Force. The Rocky Mount Police Department will stand here with us as a full-time partner of U.S. Marshal Service Task Force. We work with them every day, in addition to other agencies throughout eastern North Carolina. Now I'll let the other people at the podium speak to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm James Moore. I'm the Chief of Police of the City of Rocky Mount Police Department. I want to express sincere gratitude for the collaboration between the Rocky Mount Police Department, the United States Marshals, Eastern District Violent Offender Task Force, and the North Carolina Alcohol Law Enforcement for their commitment and perseverance in alleviating the perils of illegal drug sales and violent crime in the City of Rocky Mount. In addition, I would like to thank the Nash and Edgecombe Sheriff's Office for their assistance in harvesting the felons during the past 2 days. The Rocky Mount Police Department will relentlessly seek and apprehend the predators that intensify the sales of illegal narcotics and degrade our community through their violent criminal acts. We will perpetually utilize proactive policing initiatives such as Operation Fall Harvest to alleviate the proclivity of crime in the City of Rocky Mount. As the United States Marshals stated, as of right now, we're up to 58 felons arrested in the City of Rocky Mount. That's bodies. Over 200 charges, that's 200 warrants on felons in the City of Rocky Mount. We've seized 2 handguns. We've conducted 5 search warrants. Over $2,500 in cash taken from illegal proceeds, and over 100 grams of illegal drugs have been seized. This is just the beginning. We'll have more operations in the future. We will persevere in this battle against violent crime and illegal drug sales within our city. Pat, would you come up next?
Good morning again. My name is Pat Forbes, and I am the special agent in charge for the northeastern region of the state's Alcohol Law Enforcement Division. Greetings from Secretary Reuben Young of the Department of Public Safety, as well as Director John Leffert. I have to extend my sincere gratitude both to Chief Moore, Marshal Parker, Robert Evans, the District Attorney's Office, and both Sheriff Knight and Sheriff Jenkins of the Nash and Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office. That being said, you're witnessing firsthand a collaboration between federal, state, and local law enforcement, recognizing that there is a problem with violent crime and controlled substance sales in every region, no matter how big the city or how small the community. I am very fortunate that the relationship bonded between the Rocky Mount Police Department and the State Alcohol Law Enforcement Division is strong. Our agents have worked hand in hand with Chief Moore's officers throughout this operation. And in addition, we recognized at ALE that there was problems associated with the drug paraphernalia that is used to ingest crack cocaine. So as part of this ongoing investigation into the sales of controlled substances, we decided to specifically check businesses that sell what on the outside looks like legal merchandise, but those of us that are familiar with the controlled substance trade recognize that these items are easily converted, and probably their true purpose is for the ingestion of crack cocaine. The state of North Carolina strengthened laws surrounding the sale of drug paraphernalia a while back. So we decided to check these businesses, and 5 of the businesses did not comply with the laws regarding the sale of drug paraphernalia. We executed search warrants at those businesses and seized items that were easily converted into crack stems and crack pipes and the materials that are used to ingest crack cocaine. That being said, everybody is familiar with the overall criminal activity associated with the sales of controlled substances and the ingestion of crack cocaine. So that was a collaboration on our part to address these things and hopefully therefore reduce some of the property crimes and essentially attempt to better the communities surrounding these businesses. The arrests were made, the search warrants were conducted, and items were seized. I am glad and proud of the hard work and the dedication of the Marshal Service, the Sheriff's deputies, the members of the Police Department, having witnessed firsthand for the last 3 days how these units come together, these officers come together and function as a team. I am glad to say also that there have been no incidents, all of the officers are safe, and all of those that have been arrested were arrested without any major incidents, and that's a testimony to the professionalism of the people that were involved. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Robert Evans. I'm just here in support of the brave men and women in law enforcement in our community, the Rocky Mount Police Department, certainly the Marshal Service, ATF, and Nash and Edgecombe County Sheriff's Department. We are pleased to collaborate and be solid partners as we try to make sure that our communities and our neighborhoods are safe, that our citizens are able to enjoy the amenities of life in our community. We appreciate the collaboration with them. We look forward to continued constructive operations as we move forward in making sure our communities are safe. Thank you very much.
Before we answer any questions, once again, I want to thank all the law enforcement involved. As everybody knows, law enforcement is a dangerous job. The men and women that came out at 6 a.m. and took the assignment to go after some of the violent people that we wanted, put their lives on the line. It's no doubt. We're very fortunate that every officer returned safely. And that's a testament, once again, to the organization and the operation of this Operation Fall Harvest. And I want to reinstate that each agency did not just pick up the warrants and say we're going out to get them. It was a lot of months of planning this operation, months of hard work. And once again, I want to say that most of the dedicated men and women who's behind the backbone of this operation today is still out on the streets, making sure the streets are safe, arresting people that we have warrants on that we haven't found yet. And we're not leaving after the day. We'll be around, and this is an ongoing operation. Once again, I want to say thanks to Chief Moore for the dedication and the leadership that he have instilled in the men and women of the Rocky Mount Police Department. We'll take any questions you may have.
Why Rocky Mount? What in particular about Rocky Mount? Because I'm sure there's drug problems, there's crime problems everywhere you go.
Well, why Rocky Mount? Because Rocky Mount have a police chief named James Moore. And when James Moore came to Rocky Mount, my vision of James Moore, this is my words, okay? He looked around and saw what he thought he could bring to the table, and what he did was he set out his goals for his men and women. But in addition, he saw that Rocky Mount was not a part of the Marshal Service Task Force. He thought that we could add something to that. We knew that Rocky Mount could add something to our task force. There's a lot of expertise that Rocky Mount has, and Rocky Mount is a full-time partner of the Marshal Service Task Force. And the Marshal Service Task Force is encompassed men from across Eastern North Carolina from state and local agencies. So what we did was we all got together and worked together and came here. This is the location. Rocky Mount's a 24-hour-a-day partners with the Marshal Service. Every day, Rocky Mount have a full-time officer assigned to the Marshal Service Task Force. In a lot of communities, what we do is when they have a serious crime, they call us and we respond and maybe short with 20 task force officers. Chief Moore said, hey, I want to get in front of that tide. We're going to come when he needs us, but we also want to come now and let the citizens know that we're going to be proactive in his community. And that's my words and not Chief Moore's words.
Thank you. My response to that is, why not Rocky Mount? The war against illegal drug sales and violent crime is a war. We're at war. And this is one of many battles. And I wanted to bring in some soldiers to help the citizens of Rocky Mount to fight their battle against violent crime and illegal drug sales. We wanted our citizens to know we're out here working diligently to protect you so you can have a safe and good quality of life. That's why Rocky Mount.
And I guess just to follow up on that quick, I know you have the ShotSpotter technology that's been used here, I guess, over the last year plus. I guess what I'm looking is if you could talk about the prevalence of violent crime in Rocky Mount. Just in your own words, how serious a problem is it?
I think violent crime is a serious problem in every city in our state. And I think northeastern North Carolina is no different. I think the ShotSpotter technology is just a tool. We've used many tools. We use tools such as the U.S. Marshal Service. We have officers assigned to the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Task Force, DEA Task Force. We worked with the ALE. So we use many different tools to combat crime. There's no one piece of technology or software or instrument that's going to be successful in fighting violent crime. So all of these, using all of these, helps with our success rate in fighting violent crime.